Всем привет, дамы и господа, с вами Алекс Назаренко. Охуенный фильм «Грешники» получил немало наград, в том числе и Оскары. Я этому очень рад. Давайте смотреть 10 главных фактов от саундтреке к фильму «Грешники, которых вы не знали». МС Моджо, Вугман Кряк, 2 кусочка пиццы. И шоколадка. Погнали. Я буду сейчас есть фастфуд, как Майкл Би Джордан после победы на Оскаре.
They came to me, and I think my kids, one of my staff here had told me to come down here because they wanted to talk to me about the movie.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most interesting
Так, субтитры включены.
facts about the music of Ryan Coogler.
Staff here had told me to come down here because they wanted to talk to me about the movie.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most interesting facts about the music of Ryan Coogler's Grammy-winning vampire film, Sinner.
Sinners.
They came to me, and I think my kids, one of my staff here had told me to
Я
come
думал,
down here
поет.
because they wanted to talk to me about the movie. They came to me, and I think my kids, one of my staff here had told me to come down here because they wanted to talk to me about the movie.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most interesting facts about the music of Ryan Coogler's Grammy-winning vampire film, Sinners.
Delroy's got the harmonica up to his mouth, and Bobby Rush is on the set playing live?
Yes.
Да.
Number 10. Live music on set. The Sinners team
Вау, удивительно, что она там была. Нихуя себе, да как так могло быть, блин?
aimed for an authentic representation of 1930s music in the film. However, they had little archival material to fall back on.
I picked poor Robin clean. Picked poor Robin clean. I picked his head, I picked his feet. I would have picked his body, but it wouldn't fit to eat him.
Composer Ludwig Göransson revealed in an interview with Rolling Stone Philippines that the only references they had were far from polished. However, what those records had in common was the fact that they were captured live. That's when Göransson became certain of his mission. He had to recreate the transcendent experience of live music in the Smokestack Twins juke joint.
Somebody take me in your arms tonight.
Surrounded by the surreal atmosphere created by Ryan Coogler, he wrote the score on set. A lot of the spellbinding music was also performed live by the cast alongside extraordinary blues artists. Safe to say, Göransson's mission was accomplished.
Traveling, I don't know how the world I'm
Number 9. The Surreal Montage. This defining scene from Sinners had audiences in a trance. Sammy, or Preacher Boy, transforms the juke joint into an otherworldly dimension, his music invoking spirits from this world and others.
There are legends of people born with the gift of making music so true it can pierce the veil between life and death.
Past, present, and future collide in a sublime dance that, for better or worse, burns down barriers. Preacher Boy sings the original song For better or worse, burns down barriers. Preacher Boy sings the original song I Lied to You, while Göransson's composition Magic What We Do, Surreal Montage plays in the background. For the song, the Swedish artist worked with his dream collaborator, celebrated musician Raphael Sadiq, who brought his lifelong idea for a blues number to fruition. After nearly 2 months of planning, on the day the scene was filmed, Göransson hopped on the turntables to DJ live. That's how this masterpiece was born.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Number 8. The iconic guitar. Throughout Sinners, Sammy's guitar, handed down to him by his cousins Elijah and Elias, becomes a symbol of defiance, power, freedom, legacy, and community. It is the instrument that conjures the powerful magic Delta Slim speaks of.
We brought this with us home. It's magic what we do. It's sacred. Help me.
It's also Sammy's first love, as actor Miles Caton described it. This guitar was a 1932 Dobro Cyclops, a rare piece that Ludwig Göransson acquired for the film.
These were actually used because back in the time, they didn't have amplifiers.
М.
So they put a resonator here to get the guitar to sing out a little bit more, and also it's almost like a natural distortion.
It was reportedly one of only 3 he could find worldwide. In addition to Sammy playing it
Wow.
on screen, the composer also used it to create the score and perform it.
Playing it with the slide kind of makes you be able to use the guitar almost like a voice, where you can.
Number 7, a personal score. Ludwig Göransson has scored some extraordinary films in his career, such as Coogler's Black Panther and Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, both of which
Охуенные. Оппенгеймер. В 23 году я выбрал именно этот фильм. Чадвигу Боузману, светлая память. И всех, кого не ставят из этого видео.
won him Oscars. However, Sinners was something special. It was personal.
And it's a very, for me, personal score.
The film's director even gushed
Он выглядит молодым.
that he could feel Göransson's love for music and for his family in his compositions. The musician looked inward for inspiration, charting the course of his own musical awakening on the score. From falling in love with Metallica as a boy to learning about the blues from his father, Göransson's score reflects his artistic roots.
And then when I was 8 or 9, I heard Enter Sandman for the first time.
Не, прикиньте, как охуенно. Когда твоя первая музыка, которую ты слушаешь, становится Металлика. Но тут скорее больше... скорее да, про его работу к саундтрек, как бы, в саундтреках. Ну, бля, сколько... вот, сколько ему лет-то? 41. Нихуёво, как для 41 года.
Metallica. And that's when I got really passionate about music.
The Metallica song One was also a reference point for Coogler, who wanted Sinners to have its crescendoing structure. Impressively, Ludwig got the band's drummer Lars Ulrich on the soundtrack. Number 6, the Göransson's Big Move. The Sinners score was a family affair. Ryan Coogler had his eyes on both Ludwig and his wife Serena Göransson for the soundtrack, and he wanted the latter to helm the music production.
For me, my main objective was trying to deepen the film with the music story in as many ways as possible.
Serena quickly realized that working on a project as ambitious as Sinners would not be possible from a distance. So the couple took their 2 kids and relocated to New Orleans, where they lived for 3 months.
They did 1 month of night shoots, which is like 12 hours in a swamp in New Orleans with like alligators and snakes. And it's so hot, so there's locusts and swarms of mosquitoes.
Ryan knew the stars had aligned for Sinners because
Вот это адские съемки.
a move like that isn't always possible.
Вспоминаю рубрику с канала Киноогонь про адские съемки. Грешники, вот это адские съемки.
Once the Göranssons had stars had aligned for Sinners because a move like that isn't always possible. Once the Göranssons had rented a home and a studio, they threw themselves into the Herculean task at hand. Besides creating the soundtrack, they also carried out rehearsals and gave instrument lessons to cast members who needed them.
О,
It's not easy guitar playing that he does. He got
и в фильме охуенном снялся и научился на гитаре. Лобать.
really good at it. You know, he's playing slide guitar, accompaniment, and plays the solo at the same time. And what you see in the film, that's him doing it all live. Wow.
Number 5, the research trip. Before they could get into the studio, Ryan, Ludwig, and Serena the research trip. Before they could get into the studio, Ryan, Ludwig, and Serena headed out to Memphis for a blues trail journey. They were accompanied by Ludwig's father, a blues guitarist who always had wanted to go on such a trip.
He had that as his. That's been a
Guitarist who always had wanted to go on such a trip.
he had that as his. That's been a dream of his whole life. You know, to go visit those places where on the music that he loves the most, right?
Led by Royal Studios owner, musician, and record producer Lawrence Boo Mitchell, they revisited the history of the blues through Clarksdale, Memphis, and Indianola. The group made a stop at the B.B. King Museum and even popped into some juke joints.
And then going to Indianola and being in B.B. King's bar where they shut down and it's all engineered, bust all his equipment, and y'all got to play with his guitars on his stage.
Back in Memphis, they made full use of Royal Studios, where legends like Al Green and Buddy Guy recorded their hits. Alongside Mitchell, Ludwig brought Alvin Youngblood Hart, Cedric Burnside, and other beloved blues artists into the recording space, and they worked their magic. Number 4. Bobby Rush makes an appearance. You may not have seen the Blues Hall of Famer in Sinners, but the nonagenarian certainly has a hidden cameo in the film. Take a look at the train station scene where Delta Slim is playing the harmonica alongside Sammy on the guitar.
Guitar. Pa!
Serena Goranson managed to bring the incomparable Bobby Rush from Seattle to New Orleans for the sequence. Even though the camera doesn't catch his face, the Grammy winner is playing...
Охуенно. Я обладатель Грэмми, и я позову в свой фильм еще одного обладателя Грэмми. Это будет грэмминосный фильм.
The harmonica while Delroy Lindo, who plays Delta Slim, acts.
It's gonna be a real ring-a-ding-ding, just for us.
What's baffling is...
Ring-a-ding-ding, just for us.
What's baffling is that the megastar performed live without a single rehearsal.
Ебать!
He simply connected with Lindo on set, and they achieved a natural synergy, giving us an unforgettable movie moment. Serena even said that the two gentlemen have, quote, twin souls.
Delroy, they're in sync. They're watching each other. They haven't planned this. It's not a song. It's an improvisation.
Number 3. Delroy Lindo on the piano. It's not an exaggeration to say that Sinners wouldn't be the same without Delta Slim.
Oh, Jack Delta Slim?
More specifically, without Delroy Lindo as Delta Slim. Ryan Coogler first reached out to the powerhouse via text, asking him if he played the piano.
Still nice with them keys? Depending on your ass. I'll give you $20. Come play it out you tonight.
Я буду платить тебе больше, чем там.
Turns out he had learned how to play the keyboard while working on Crooklyn in the 90s. After some more back and forth, Coogler welcomed him to the Sinners cast.
Got that guitar in your hand, don't you, boy?
That's when the London-born actor started taking piano lessons. Needless to say, his effort paid off because when Delta Slim made the keys sing at the juke joint, we got goosebumps. Number 2. Miles Caton's guitar lessons. If you had any doubt in your mind about the young actor being a prodigy, cast it out. The musician made his silver screen debut in Sinners, but it wasn't just acting he was doing for the first time. The New York City native had to learn guitar.
New York City boy, you never have a one day. Охуенная песня Pet Shop Boys.
For the role of Sammy Moore.
He flew to LA and did an audition and then got the role immediately. And he took guitar lessons for about 3.5 months.
He was a total beginner, unfamiliar with resonator guitars, which is what his character plays in the film. However, with YouTube, discipline, and 3 months of practice, Miles was able to reach Sammy's level of skill. His co-star, Wunmi Masaku, who plays Annie, even raved that he played the guitar like he was, quote, born with it in his hands.
Well, somebody take me in your arms tonight.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Buddy Guy cameo. Ryan Coogler gave us one of the most jaw-dropping post-credit scenes of all time. Just when you think it's over, you hear the soulful strings of the man, the myth, the legend, Buddy Guy. Portraying an older Sammy, he plays his heart out at a joint called Perlene's before meeting the eternally young Stack and Mary. With Sinners being inspired by Coogler's late uncle, he wanted to feature his favorite blues artist Guy in his film.
Everybody Guy came to town. He made sure to go. He made sure to go see him, and he would dress up and go. And when he got too old to drive himself, you know, my cousin Wendy, his daughter, would dress up and take him. My mom would dress up and take him.
Luckily, the maestro did not need much convincing. He was immediately on board because his children loved Ryan's work. Coincidentally, the Blue No More artist's own life mirrored much of Sammy's, which brought the director to tears.
Ого.
The Blue No More artist's own life mirrored much of Sammy's, which brought the director to tears. The cameo took the film to a whole new level.
Traveling, I don't know why the hell.
Ah.
What is your favorite song from the Sinners soundtrack?
Все. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал, жмите на колокольчик, чтобы рассказать новое видео, пишите комментарии, ставьте телегу. С вами был Оригинал. Всем спасибо за просмотр, всем пока.